Discuss the evaluation of a child with acute fever. First of all, we will take the history and ask about the duration and pattern of the fever, and then we will ask that is there any pain. For example, earache, difficulty in swallowing, which shows pharyngitis, dysuria, headache, joint pain, abdominal pain, to rule out the any infectious focus. Is there any focal symptoms like ear discharge, sore throat, rhinorrhea, jaundice, seizure, loose motion, dysuria, and joint pain? And is there any rash? Any history of contact with the infectious diseases such as meningitis, measles, or chickenpox? Rash indicates the viral infection, and has the child just been vaccinated? And is the child still taking the adequate amounts of the fluid, feed, or diet? And is there any history of the drug? These are the points on which we put emphasis during the history, and then we do the examination in which first of all we will check the sensorium and alertness, then note the vital signs like temperature, blood pressure, pulse, and respiratory rate, then examine the skin for pallor, jaundice, and rashes, then do ENT examination for cervical lymphadenopathy and tonsillitis, check the tympanic membrane and sinus tendinosis, and then examine the chest, and there may be the signs of respiratory infection, tachypnea, recession, crackles, or grunting. In CNS examination, we pay attention on the sensorium and signs of the meningeal irritation, then check liver and spleen and bone tenderness. Investigation to be performed for the acute fever is baseline investigation, CBC, CRP, blood culture, urine, DRN culture, and X-ray test. And the specific investigation when indicated, a lumbar puncture for meningitis and encephalitis, thick and thin film, ICTMP for malaria, serum typhoid assay for enteric fever, LFTs, and dengue serology. Here are some causes of the acute fever with some of their highlights. If we have categorized into the two broad categories, the diseases with obvious focal features and diseases without obvious focal features. First of all, in disease with obvious focal features include otitis media, in which the tingling at ears and pain and red tympanic membrane will be present. Acute gastroenteritis, in this vomiting, loose motion, and dehydration will be present. Tonsillitis, commonly viral, sore throat, large tonsillar glands, and smelly breath is present. In septic arthritis, osteomyelitis, joints are painful and swelling, and effusion is present. In viral illnesses with rash, for example, chickenpox, measles, rubella, non-specific viral rash. In pneumonia, cough, tachypnea, retractions, signs of the consolidation and crackles are present. In UTI, frequency, dysuria, loin or suprapubic pain, vomiting, abnormal dipstick test, and positive microscopy. CNS infection, seizures, vomiting and headache, and altered sensorium. Hepatitis, vomiting, abdominal pain, and jaundice. And causes without obvious focal features includes viral infection, for example, non-specific viral infection, upper respiratory tract infection, malaria with intermittent fever, sometimes shivering, enteric fever with the high grade fever, flushed cheek and furred tongue, UTI, anorexia, FTT, and failure to thrive, and abdominal pain, dengue fever with arthralgia, muscular pain, retroorbital pain, post inflammation, influenza, fever, cough, headache, or anorexia and arthralgia, serious blood infection like streptococcal sepsis, toxic shock syndrome, and malaria, uh, hepatitis, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, factitious, taking temperature after hot drink, deliberate manipulation of the thermometer, and excessive crying or exertion, and confusional history.